This summer, the watch list for the Benerick and Maxwell Awards were revealed. The awards, which honor some of the best players in college football, included 5 FSU football players, 3 of which were once redshirted. Players can be redshirted for various reasons: an injury, athletic ineligibility, or even NCAA rule. These players, however, all have one thing in common, and that's their unique perspective on the game.
I focus visually on myself, making plays, different situations, and just learning more, being a more student of the game, watching more film. My time off, I did a lot of that. Still have a lot to do, but I mean, it helped me. That definitely made me appreciate it more.
Football isn't the only sport investing in the value of redshirting. Track and fields, basketball, softball, volleyball, and even soccer also use the practice to optimize their team and individual performance. Transfer FSU women's basketball player Kaya Gillespie is an example of redshirting being used to increase a student's athletic eligibility. While she is required to sit out a year due to NCAA rule, the year off the court will not prevent her development. Instead, it will allow her to improve her skills and strengthen her relationship with the team.
They're really communicative. Like, they tell me everything they need from me in advance, and they let me know, like, if they have a problem with something I'm doing, they let me know. If I have a problem or if I need help, they let me know right away. And I think that's important, especially at this time in this level, because so many things can go wrong, and if you don't communicate one simple thing, a lot of things can happen.
Redshirting, whether it's voluntary or not, can provide numerous benefits. For student athletes like Kaya, a year has allowed her to become accustomed to a new team and new opportunities, including a recent tournament in Europe. The nourishment these players receive off the field has proven to be exactly what they needed to succeed once they were back on the field. One way they effectively do this is by redshirting players who may need a little more time getting accustomed to college. For junior pitcher Megan King, this was the perfect play for her collegiate career.
My coaches were absolutely amazing through the process. Coach O was definitely kind of like a mom, so even though I was maturing, she was always there for me, whether it was on the field or off the field. So, I mean, I was always in her office just talking about life and just kind of like she was just checking in on me, making sure I was okay.
The development of these players, however, would not have been complete if it weren't for the off-field support they received from their coaches.
Every single game or series, I would sit in the dugout next to her and chart pitches, and we would kind of just talk the game throughout every single game that season, kind of what pitches I think that she should throw in the counts, and I kind of got to know Jess and Lacey in that sense, but I also kind of got to know myself.
Softball coach Lonnie Alameda has been a key element in the advancement of her players both on and off the field through her open communication and continuous guidance.
Then you've got to take advantage of everything possible, and now you become more of a student of the game and a coach of the game, and now it's that little sixth sense that your next 4 seasons are going to be added to your repertoire of what you can do.
A year off the field could be just the thing for student athletes who want to get the most from their collegiate careers. The ability to gain this sixth sense, as described by Coach Alameda, is what gives these players an upper hand on the field. I'm Nora Garcia for Seminole Sports Magazine.